so happy to have Maida here, who is a great mentor of mine. I met her when I moved to Washington in 1989 and went through the MFA program at GW, and just an old and dear friend of mine. And Annika's a new friend. So would you please join me in welcoming Maida Withers and Annika B. Lewis.
Annika, why don't you begin?
Yeah, thank you for inviting me here.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's such a
Thank you
pleasure.
for coming from Denmark.
Yeah, thank you. So I just want to start with a small introduction before we start.
Okay,
Is that okay?
do it.
Yeah. So you have some papers on the chairs. You had one totally empty paper. And I know this is the era of no pencils, where we just have mobile phones and computers. But we actually trust you that you have a pencil with you. So on this paper, you can post questions, commentaries, whatever you like, and then throw it on us. Like that. And we will read it, we will dance it, we will do something about it, hopefully. Yeah?
Yeah.
And this you can do during the whole hour that we are here. And if you miss some papers, maybe you can ask your neighbor for another paper or find another solution. So everything can happen here, and we don't actually really know what will happen. But something that I want to introduce first is that a movement in your pelvis sets the mind free. So,
And other things.
please stand up, all of you. So let's see if you can make it happen. So it's the, we have a super flexible hip. It's like, from the 50s, Elvis, the pelvis.
The doctor died today.
Yeah. So you know, any direction actually. And can you feel how it opens up?
Yeah.
The possibilities of everything is actually based here. Yeah, fantastic. So you can just continue while we sit down.
How do you guys feel about video and photography?
Oh wow.
We don't care.
Okay, good.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Just send us something if you.
I forgot my phone.
You'll have to speak with me then.
Yeah, so maybe you can take that. But I want to say something about myself. I just recently came from Denmark, and I got invited by you to this fantastic event and to meet you all of you. And my background is in dance and theater and performance art. So I'm working in between these boxes, you can say. And I hate to be put in a box. So in one way, I think I'm an out-of-the-box strategist. And I met this fantastic artist.
Yeah! Oh!
That is a total box, out of the box. Out-of-the-box artist. So I think that was about me. Yeah.
Maida is my name. Actually, I'm a desert rat. And actually, I'm a cowgirl. That's the best part of me, some people say. I have a long history because I'm an old person. And honestly, I have cut, done everything necessary to try to express myself. Difficult task. I'm complicated. So I made film. I made improvisations. I helped define postmodern dance. I studied with Mary Wigmore and Martha Graham, Jose Limon, all of them, knowing that that was nothing I was going to do. For sure. Mm-hmm. And I never looked back. And I never will. Thank you. So, I'm going to ask the first question. Question 1. Is all art political?
Yes, it is. I think all art is political. I think just this, to be an artist, is political, and I think all art is political in itself. Maybe it doesn't need to talk about politics. What we know politics is, like the elections right now, for example, or comment something special. But I think in itself it's actually political. What do you think?
We're going to show you something. It's a little bit of what we've done. I counted up my dances, 140 of them. 28 of them are straight on, punch in the mouth political. So that leaves about 100 that aren't. I think, but I could be lying, you know, because actually, I think that it's in my DNA to be political. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. So Annika, show us one of your videos that's political.
Okay, can we get the first video?
This is in Danish, I think. Is that true?
It's true, but I think Danish is a universal language.
Of course. They invented the pelvis, didn't they?
Yeah,
They did, I'm sure.
they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you know, Denmark is a very small country, but the language, I think it was Ingmar Bergman, but he was a Swede. Maybe it was August Strindberg. No, he was a Swede. One of those actually said that Swedish is the original language. He wrote that in one of his books.
It must be true then.
Yeah. If it's in the books or if it's in the media.
It must be true.
Yeah. If it's in the media at least, it must be true. We all know that.
Yeah, of course. So tell me about this work.
So, this work, we will just have a little short of it. It will start with some, it's in the national TV of Denmark, and she introduces me as a specialist in selling this product that is called the Body Box Method. And the Body Box Method, you can just run it. The Body Box Method helps co-workers to be more efficient and to be more flexible and creative on the market. Maybe we can get some sound here.
I hvert fald har ressourceoptimering.dk så en del opmærksomhed.
So this was in a work fair, a career fair in Copenhagen.
Her er det stand nummer 38 på messen
So,
i Øksenhallen.
Here I jump into the box.
Noget overraskende.
The optimal toolbox for boosting and to make us flexible, to boosting our personality on the market.
Uopdagede potentialer.
So as you can see, people are.
Og velkommen til Annika Bent Lewis. Det er dig, der er kunstner inden bag ressourceoptimering, og velkommen til Svær.
So what she introduces is what happened there at the work fair, the career fair, and on my right side there, he is a professor from Copenhagen Business School. So he put a perspective on this work that were a piece of performance intervention. So I started out a fake firm that was called resourceoptimization.dk, where I sold this fantastic method.
Faux firm. We have a lot of faux firms in America, would you say? F-A-U-X? I know a few. I don't work for one. Some would say I do. Excuse me.
Yeah. So that was what I wanted to comment. This, that why can't we as artists also be liars? That is claimed.
Liar, liar.
Exactly. So I decided, yes, I'm going to be a liar in public spaces. So I created this fake firm, and there I sold this method in how to optimize people on the market. And so one of the arena I was intervening with were national TV. Is that clear, or do you have any questions or any comments?
Basically, she had established a fake firm and convinced everyone they were coming to see, hear, and buy into a fake firm. It was an artist who made up a fake firm and wanted to sell it to everybody, take their money, have them invest, and it wasn't in existence. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And what did the firm produce or
So
do?
it mainly produced different methods in how to optimize people on the market. So one of the methods were this that you could see before, this box, this body box. And that was the one that I decided to promote. That if you go into the box, you will be totally optimized. And you will be much better in branding yourself on the market. And I actually sold it. So that was what surprised me, that I sold it, because I thought, okay, nobody will believe this, but everyone actually believed it. And even if I was revealed as an artist in the national TV, I'm still, many years later, because this was made 2009, I still get contacted by some different people that want to be optimized. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I started making dances. The first dance I ever remember making was in 1956, and it was called Woman's Song. And I think it was my farewell to Graham, but whatever. As life went on, I knew I was going to do something that didn't exist. I was going to make something happen that wasn't there now. And so I began in about 70 to make site works all over the city. If there's a monument in Washington, I've danced on it. We danced on the Theodore Roosevelt Island, Guns and Bike, and Pretty Intense. We had play guns. We danced in the Fountain. It was intense. We danced on the Iwo Jima Monument, the Marine Memorial. We got a permit to be at the monument, but we danced on the monument 10 minutes before the police came. But they said, get out and it will be okay. We did. Anyway, I've done it, all of those places. This is a political city. Those are political monuments. Every time you do anything in this city on a site, it's going to have political implications. That's just the nature of it. So I wanted to show you a piece called Woman C, which was after 7 years of working for the passage of the Equal Rights Amendment and despairing and deciding people should go to law school. We're not going to get in the Constitution. I'll talk about that later. That video is too complex, too old to, so I took a work from 1986. This is a simplistic work. All of my work is about me and about dancing. That's what I am. I'm a dancer, and that's what my works are about, dancing and some other things too. So this work is called State of the Art. When the National Endowment was put into existence, what came into existence was in the entire arts management nonprofit sector. It didn't exist before, and it came into existence because if you had a manager and if you had a 501c3, you certainly could be trusted to get the money from the government. And if you were just an artist, well, for about 7 years you could get $5,000. But then you had to be under somebody else's umbrella to get access to any of the money. So, instinctively, in my naive way of the 1960s, which was to be optimist, idealist, we could see the problems of society, we could help solve the problems of society, I made this work called State of the Art, where the dancer gets killed by arts management. So, here we go. This is State of the Art.